Do you like jelly? What's his name?
Like this?
No, jelly.
What is
jelly
that?
roll? Jelly roll.
Oh, I thought you meant this is peanut butter. This is peanut butter and jelly.
No. What is that?
Trader Joe's snacks.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Really?
Yeah.
You already ate it?
No, dude, that's probably the best. I brought this just in case I got too nervous and I needed to do something.
Those are.
Could I have one? I want to try
Have
one.
you never had one of those?
No, I want one of those.
They're phenomenal.
You know this?
Oh my God!
It's the best thing I've ever had in my life.
Trader Joe's, baby.
Okay, so
They're
here.
undefeated. Dip in, dude.
You don't want more jelly? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that insane?
God, those are good.
It's so good. Dude.
TJ's has by far the best snacks on planet Earth.
My daughter got my friend Ray got me hip to these, but my daughter is like a huge TJ snack person.
They have the best snacks. I actually don't buy like meals there as much as I buy bullshit. I buy snacks.
Yeah.
If your daughter goes, Daddy.
My daughter is grown. She's 14.
But if she,
But let's just suppose she's like that.
Yeah.
Right? Daddy. Good morning, Daddy.
Now she's Asian.
yeah.
All right, let me white it up.
No.
Daddy.
My daughter's black, but
Oh, she really?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, do that one, Bob.
No. I'm gonna go with my original, right?
Yeah.
okay, go back to the original.
Yeah.
Good.
Daddy, how are you today? How are you today? How you feeling today, Daddy? Good.
And then what's the
Oh no,
question?
I'm not gonna. Daddy, is it okay that I smoke weed in the house? What'd you say?
You're an infant and you shouldn't be smoking. What?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, good.
Yeah,
I don't know because I think I would be the guy like just do it in the house, right? I'm one of those guys.
You're saying if your daughter was 14, if your kid was
If
14.
my kid was 14, I'd be like, yeah, just don't do it outside. I'll get you the stuff. Do it in a controlled environment.
When does that talk happen? That whole
that happened.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah.
So, Daddy, can I get tattoos like you?
Oh yeah, what's a tattoo called? What's that? What's that?
What's that talk?
You
That
said-
one happened when she was really young. You know, she wanted to get tattoos.
And you
like
said
me.
what?
When you're older, I just don't want to limit her, creativity in any way. So,
This guy's the best.
I don't.
It really is.
As far as weed goes, I mean, a lot of this stuff she grew up just seeing. I didn't really hide who I was to her, so and I also never really wanted to because I didn't want that. I didn't want that from another person to like lure her, like the person of being like, the perception of, I want what I'm not supposed to have. It's almost like very just. She could never be impressed by someone being like, I got cars and weed and.
Right.
She's very. Comfortable in her own skin and a very strong, independent woman who is like, I come from a father who gives me flowers and tells me how beautiful I am and, is very open about, his lifestyle to where that doesn't impress me. Like I need someone who's going to, court me and all that.
She needs genuine. There's none of the bullshit can impress her because you've not tried to pretend like that's not a reality.
For sure.
Yeah.
But if I would assume she's gonna want to smoke weed at some point, like I'd rather I'd rather get her the weed and it be like not laced and shitty from some sketchy person.
Because the other side of it is right, like otherwise you're so restrictive, and like Bobby was an addict when he was like 12, was smoking meth at 14, 15.
Go on, move on.
Well, no, that's a real story. I mean, you were smoking meth at 15 years old.
Yeah.
And it's because you had a crazy upbringing.
Well, I just didn't know how to. I didn't know how to feel good.
Right.
Right, and that was the only way I could feel.
You
good
escaped
and soothe.
by using
right.
drugs.
But that's not the situation. I mean.
No, I'm saying that this is what he's avoiding.
I know, but he already did it. You can already tell. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like she's like mindful and healthy and.
I think the phrase that you said that's powerful is I didn't hide who I was to her, hide my lifestyle. I think you kind of have to be transparent as a parent.
I think so.
Because otherwise, they're gonna know. They're gonna find out.
Yeah. And also, it hit me at a certain age, like when I really needed to mature as an individual. When she started seeing, when she has the internet too, and so she started seeing, me in ways that I'm like, ooh, I'm not proud of that as a father, like that. It's different when they're little. I had a baby when I was 18 or 19, and that was before I was ever famous. I was working job. She was very young. Like it didn't hit until she was, able to kind of admit that she was disappointed in me. And I was, as a father who views her as, like my best friend and someone who, probably the only person I really cared to impress. I wasn't proud of a lot of the ways I was representing myself. So, I'd say probably when I was 30 is when I really got my, and that's also your Saturn return, just as far as astrological things go. That's a very powerful year. Like your Saturn return is when you're 30, and it's a very powerful year for everybody. Like it's a karmic.
Even for me?
For sure.
For you, it's 60.
Like 30 is a very powerful.
It's a powerful number.
And that year is is everyone's Saturn return. So that's your karmic.
I didn't know that when I was 30 though.
Yeah, but that's fine. But regardless, your karmic purpose started setting in,
I forgot.
And you can either choose to take advantage or.
I didn't take advantage.
I'm sure you did. You seem great.
Yeah, it was fine.
I will say
you're not on meth.
Well,
that's true.
Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, I'm not anymore. Yeah, you're right.
I will say.
Can I?
Go ahead.
But I think that's one of the reasons why I haven't had a kid, because of the shit that I've done. Oh my God, I would have to go no internet until you're 18.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard, man, but
it's hard. Yeah,
I accept it, and I also, I'm weighed down by it a lot, and plenty of people on the internet choose to remind me all the time. But it's also my job as a leader of, or one of the leading voices of a generation who also can relate to being misjudged by things they did when they were younger, or maybe needing someone to show them how to mature. And like we all, I at least, like I looked at the people on TV or in music as my parents. That was kind of like those were the people. It's like when Jordan took the Nike and was like, this shoe is cool. And people are like, yeah. We are what we embed ourselves in. And to me, frequency, like music, was always in here. So I was, trusting these people as my leaders. Like, okay. And I don't do a great job with that all the time with my lyrics, but as I grow, I'll continue to do so. I continue to, try and take my job as a fuck up who is no longer that.
But people know I think more than ever, there is always a separation between the art and the artist, and I think people are more cognizant of that in this day and age than we've ever been. I think because
we should be, you and I, we're not doing any of that.
No, dude,
I'll tell you what. We have to change our thing, dude.
No, comedy is so important.
No, we're feeding garbage to the people. We have no message.
I'm telling you, the rawness of what you guys do. I was telling him this on the plane when he was completely incoherent about to puke on my face. It's so important what you guys do. The unfiltered. The just taking the pendulum and swinging it the complete opposite way of what it just was the past 5 years of just like where everyone's so scared to be funny or say anything at the fear of people being like, I'm gonna come for your platform and take it away.
We keep doing it then.
I think we have to. I think we have to, because for us, it was the thing that made us laugh the most. And I think with audiences, going back to what I just said, people know what we're saying when we're fucking around. Clearly it's coming from a place of like love and heart.
Sure.
When we shit on each other, it's all for the art of the fun of the thing.
I also don't know how else to do it.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean, you could say, that's why I don't do like certain shows. Even if they ask, I go, that's not
for me.
Like when I did Chelsea lately, I struggled every show. I mean, I don't care. I mean, people even said, "Wow, you struggled." You know what I mean? Because it's not my thing.
Right.
It was never my thing. But I tried to fit into that format, and it came out weird.
It didn't work.
This is my format.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is why it works.
Yeah, this is why it works.
Important. What you guys do is important. Like laughing saves our lives.
I never think of it.
It's a grim world, and so to make us laugh is very important. And I'm very appreciative of what you guys do.
Oh my God.
I'm appreciative of you.